Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm the Strategy Professor, and today we're going to be doing another episode in our Legendary Empire campaign. Mortal Empires, Warhammer 2, Steel Faith Overhaul mod, Balthasar Gelt as our primary lord. This has been awesome. I mean, this has been one of my favorite campaigns so far. It's been a lot of challenge, a lot of fun. I've had a lot of fun with the Steel Faith Overhaul mods in general.
Ready.
It's just so much extra complexity. It's great. It's a grand slam. Okay, let's go ahead and look at diplomacy. So if you remember last time, just kind of surveying the scene here, vampire counts are definitely getting stronger on this border. Kislev is super strong, but we're broed up with them. Ostland, we're on pretty good terms with them. But the next imminent threat is probably going to be vampire counts, I imagine. It could... Chaos has to come through Ostland and Kislev first. But they will be here soon because we already got the warning for that, so that'll be interesting. Let's go ahead and look at our diplomacy. Yes. So short term, we want to get Greenskins. We would love to get a confederation with them because at Nuln they have a special, at least in the base game, they had like a special artillery kind of thing. They don't have it here, but they are tier 4, so in theory we could build it up pretty quickly. Oh, vampire counts would like it too. That's interesting. I love all these cool, it feels like every other town has some unique, like, aspect that's, like, true to the lore. I mean, these guys, they really deserve your support. This is an awesome mod. I don't say that about a lot of mods. I have fun with mods, but these guys go all out. Even new unit models and everything. Like, they just, new AI. Like, the AI is so much smarter in this. That's really hard to do. So the two guys that run this are just going all out, and more people are supporting them, so... you know, they're definitely getting a lot of attention, and they deserve it. Okay, so Wiesenland, I don't have a gift with them right now going on. So I think we can go ahead and gift them. I thought we did that, but it could have been a while ago.
Affirmative.
Yeah, so now we have the gifts here. Maybe that got rid of, that event got rid of our gift, I don't know. Okay, they like our treaties with Carrick Norn. And our treaties with Ziflin, so maybe if we... Who are they at war with? They're at war with Greenskins and Crooked Moon. So maybe if we do more treaties with...
Anad? Hail to your Emperor, manlings!
We do military access.
Won't happen.
Huh.
Onward!
Carrick Norn has been very interested in getting us to have a defensive
Let's hear
alliance.
what you have to say. We'll hear it before Oathgold.
But I really don't want to get sucked into their defensive allies at Wiesenland. Really don't want to get sucked into a war with elves, which is completely possible. They're already at war with one of the elves. Okay, so that's fine. Let's look at Ostland here.
Come then. Only Sigma's god, Ulrich, can judge it worthy or no.
These guys have a lot of territory right now. They've just cleaning up the north. Now, they don't like that we are broed up with Midland. We could go military access. They'd pay us for that. Now they distrust the Empire. How many towns do they have? They have 6. Now they are frontline for Norska, so I'm a little hesitant. But I would take, if they wanted to confederate, I'd definitely take it. It's just, I would have to have an army up here at all times to deal with that. Whereas they can field armies up there, and I don't have to pay for their armies. That's the difference. So yeah, I would make some gold off of this, and I would be able to develop this infrastructure. But the issue also is I would have to have at least one army up there to deal with them. And you can't. It's really hard to occupy their territory.
Yes.
We'll go ahead. We'll work towards it. We'll work.
It is good to see fellow sons of the Empire this day.
Yes, they want a little bit more. So they're not quite friendly with us yet. They're at war with vampire counts. We'll go ahead and we'll start with military access because they'll pay us for that. And they're willing. Or they do defensive also. See if they'll pay us for that. Usually they don't do 2 treaties in one turn, but we saw that the other few little bits ago.
Empire's blessing, yes.
Okay.
Who calls?
As we're working our way up there.
Welcome, my countrymen.
Was that changed? It's still 7. Well. I'll pay him for that, just so we can get that going.
Right.
And a small gift. Bring that up a little bit. Now we could cancel.
Approach us, friend, and make your offer.
Now we have 3 turns, so we have to wait on that. At least 3 turns. Then we can cancel it, and they would like that. Because they're going to wipe them out. They're going to wipe the Minwin out, because they just took Hawkwind a couple of turns ago, or Hergig or whatever, a couple of turns ago. Yeah, I have 2 complete provinces, though, which would be nice. Okay, so I think, and I was thinking about this beforehand, I think I'm going to bring Karl into the fold here. We need to get him going at some point anyways, and we have so much territory that we really have to have 2 armies minimum to manage this. And we really need roads in these places, but at least here. I think we have a road here. This is the most important one. We kind of need walls here too, though. Being honest. I mean, the growth doesn't matter that much right now. Money is nice, but... yeah, I think we need to put walls there, because these guys are going to be overrun with vampires soon. As I can see the writing on the wall, and there's a lot of vampires here.
More sleep shines.
So I think we gotta quit being stingy there. Okay, and so I think the thing that makes the most sense is we're gonna recruit here, and then start the Karaberg.
I command you. On march.
Because I want to get to his. This is one of these things is really nice. It's like public order for everybody. Yeah, that. And he's just. I mean, he's a good legendary lord. He's very powerful, and these things are cool too. Great sword, Reichsguard. Upkeep, Journey's End. Yeah. I would like Root Marcher, but I think we need Inspiring Presence. It's Imperial Pegasus at level 9. Okay. Need to get to Honest Steel. And so what we're going to do is we're going to have him hire some stuff, and then we'll run down. We're going to... I think we hand off some units with Balthasar Gelt.
Ready.
And we can go ahead and load him up with stuff too. Let's go ahead and give him Public Order. Public Order. Woodsman. Banner Speed. We'll keep most of the main stuff on Balthasar is still going to be our major army for now, just because he's a higher rank. We can put some pretty good stuff on Karl here. Decent stuff. Okay. So that is going to eat into our costs, so we're going to elect to have like 2 respectable armies instead of one like Deathball army. Super high octane stuff, so we're only going to be able to afford a couple of 4 units per go here. So these guys are very expensive. They're going to take 4 turns to hire. I like these guys now. Hold on. When this finishes, does this give ranks? No. The ranks come from... These are only for Reichsguard. Karl has special stuff for Reichsguard, so we will want to load Karl up with Reichsguard. It fits thematically, and then I don't remember his exact. Oh, it's one of these. Yeah, plus 10 bonus versus large, and then 8 melee attack. So he definitely wants the Reiksguard, and those things look really good when you have a bunch of them. Or when you get that 9 levels when you hire him. What's his specialty stuff? Let me see. Leadership. Okay, so the cost reduction for Reiksguard and all that stuff is if he was your main lord. Okay, so we'll do this. We definitely want Karaberg. We don't have anything else that's going to give us ranks, so I think... Recruitment capacity, cost, rating, so I could go for cost and wait on it, but I think I need that 4 turns going already. I'm starting to like these Panther Knights. The more I look at them, the more I like them, because that vigor and the speed is just so big. I'm trying to think if I want to try out the armored. Let's go for 2 of these. I probably do need just a basic barracks, so that it would be nice if Carl could hire some of this stuff. I guess it doesn't matter too much, but I have the woods thing that gives the extra ranks on spears here.
Yes.
Okay, so this can go with him. And do I just wait a turn to hire, get an additional 10% to save this? I think so. That's like 6,000 something. Why is it so expensive? I thought it was way cheaper than that. Am I just looking at it wrong? So we have great swords coming in. We need this coming in. We can wait 1 turn and save money on this, though. This is optional. Like, Outriders with hand grenades are cool and everything. We're not going to have enough to afford Demigryphs right now, unfortunately. I would love to, but we do need this stuff. Guess we can wait until next turn on that. I really do need to get these horses going.
Bring me to my men.
Oh, we don't even have the thing here, so we can't mess with that. Guess we can just go ahead and upgrade Alhart. Do everything else pending I can cancel? I can't cancel that one. Nope. Well, I did pay that money, and it's going to end up costing me a little bit here.
I am Prince.
I guess I just wait 1 more turn. I do want to buy the Reiksguard thing here. Am I selling all the timber right now? Yeah. Would it be worth it to upgrade the timber though? That is 3% on all crossbowmen and spearmen in the Empire. It is 15 logs. So that's about 150 per turn. So 200 per turn, effectively. But I have to upgrade this first. Money is so tight. I don't need a full stack to go take out Helmguard, though. I can hand off...
The Empire.
I could just roll over here right now. Well, I need to recruit with both of them, probably, because this guy's going to be sitting here for 4 turns. Although I'm just waiting here for 3 turns anyways. I guess we'll just wait and then start this up. We could just buy this last and buy the great swords next. Okay. Okay, we could hire an Empire captain if we want. Income from all buildings or magic item drop chance is great.
Summon the Elector Counts.
Go ahead and bring this battle priest back home for Carl also.
Cleanse the Empire. Onwards.
Okay.
By the comet.
Do we need to hire more here so that Carl has one also? I'm trying to think. Okay, so I'm gonna have to hire at least 1 or 2 great swords for Carl. He's gonna have to have a mortar or 2. Potentially. He's gonna need one of these guys. I'm not gonna. There's a skill he can get, like this thing. Or no, this thing. Yeah, for extra Empire captains, but I don't think I guess we don't need to hire it right now. We can just wait and just hire it whenever. Okay, let's just. Let's do something with that money next turn. I guess we could just wait on the wall stuff. It's not entirely necessary. This needs to be the Reichland headquarters or whatever. I thought about getting rid of the clay pots, but I just don't have enough money to buy all this stuff that I want to buy. Need to upgrade a lot of my other towns too. 36. Let me see if people donate
By
this.
Sigma's will, come in peace.
On it.
Okay. If I get a couple of people to donate, I might be able
By
to.
Sigma's will, come in peace.
I don't agree.
I don't remember who all's.
Who calls?
Good
Approach
with
us,
this or not.
friend, and make your offer.
Okay, Sterling.
Affirmative.
Saw a confederation.
So.
I was like, wait a minute.
By Sigma's will, come in peace.
We cannot.
All right. Approach us, friend, and make your offer. Yes. I will not obey.
I'm just doing this strictly because I want them to pay me for it.
Empire's blessings, yes.
Armored in faith. Hail, Sigmar's sons. Do you come looking for aid? Do you know who I am? Welcome, friends. What do the men of the Hammer require this day?
No.
King Luan Leon, our neighbors in the east deign to visit.
Most prudent.
What? And what can the Dawi do for you on this front?
Nope.
Aye. Hail to your Emperor, manlings. Aye. Wanrag. And what can the Dawi do for you on this fine? Sure.
They're trade partners with Wiesenland. That's why I
Aye.
want to bro up with them.
Welcome, men of the Empire. Begone. True King.
Okay, they're friends with other people, so I don't. That's gonna matter too much.
Men of the Empire. What brings you here?
Whatever,
Good.
sure.
It is time. Welcome, friends of the Dawi. Fine.
Nickel and diamond, everybody, man. Come on, I got your treaties right here, man.
Never.
Hook it up. You want some treaties? I got some treaties. Just give me some cash.
All right.
Kislev, the Tsarina empowers me to offer you
Okay, there we go. Now we got an extra 3,000 gold, so we can start. We don't have to wait as long on this. Now, yes, I could save 10% next turn, but I would also have to wait. Is that worth it? So I'd have to wait an additional turn, but I would save 650 potential gold. Am I gonna be waiting? I think so, because I really want these rocket batteries like ASAP. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and buy it, even though it's gonna be an extra 650 gold for that. So I would save 10% if he's in here because he has the constructor thing.
Here.
Okay, I think that's all good. Reichsmarschall. Oh, that's another 2 for Reichsguard. Yeah, you could definitely get like rank 9 Reichsguard right off the bat. We can't put Carl in there though. That's troll. We could put Balthasar in there. Oh yeah, I do need to make sure that... Okay, whatever. Yeah, I need him to have this for the construction next turn. And then move him back up here for the wizards the turn after that. Okay, a lot of shuffling around. Do we want roads? It's only 450. It takes 4 turns for that. Nah, that's fine. Okay. Sorry, let's bookwork. Let's paperwork here. Thought I had it all figured out, and then keep finding further optimizations. I'm sure I'm overlooking stuff too. It's almost impossible not to. What is that? Oh, that's dang it, is he gonna go down there? He's gonna kill scaling before I can and deny me the province again. Alright, we're about to start fighting somebody, I'll tell you that. Go fight Paravon or something. Beastmen are kind of popping up everywhere. Chapter House of the White Wolf is complete.
By the comet.
So,
Valiant Lord.
Yeah.
I am the blood of shield.
I think he's gonna kill these guys. Now, aversion minus 150. They hate. Oh, it's scaling. Okay. Absolutely hate scaling. That makes sense. I thought they.
Of the realm.
I thought they hated. Bretonia hated Bastogne that much. I'm like, dang, that's intense.
Bring me to my men.
I'll try one of those out.
very well. I will do this. You summon me.
Alright, what do we need here? I was gonna upgrade this, but I mean, that's cute, you know? It feels like that's cute to get these grenade launching. And we will try them, but I feel like it's a luxury right now. Compared to some of the other
The
stuff.
nation calls.
I mean, we could pop over to Carl right now.
Do not waste my
And then hire, like, hand off some stuff and then hire some more down here while we're waiting.
Now.
I probably should have done that instead of pop all the way down there.
Wind of Shaman.
Because we're not going to be able to hire anyways. Let's go ahead and do this. Pop over. What do we want to give him? Couple mortars. I'm going to get some other artillery pieces. Maybe 3 crossbows. 3 of these. Because I'm going to hire more, like, here in a second. I'm just trying to use this time productively. Okay.
Onwards.
Yeah, because the next turn, so I should have done that initially. I don't know if I would have had enough movement, but come over, hand off that, and then run down here. Next turn we can hire however many it's going to let us hire. I guess 3 or 4.
Lord of Bretonia.
Okay, Kemper bad. Gotta start getting those gates. Can smell it in the air. It's about to go down. About to come over here and start busting up some undead here in a minute.
It is time.
About to start getting rowdy. Okay, what else? Okay, yeah, we need to bring this guy over here.
Step to it.
Beastman, that's a luxury buy. I'm really tight on money right now, so I need to be careful.
What? Approach us, friend, and make your... Who calls? Approach us, friend, and make your offer.
Starting now. Okay. Yeah, they are definitely coming for me very soon. I mean, as if like the rating isn't enough. I guess they're broed up. The Von Karsteins. Old cousins or whatever they are. I thought they didn't like each other, but maybe they do. Yeah, Midland's Dunzo. Bloody hands, huh? Kislev's fighting bloody spears, okay. Okay, so they are really, oh my god, dude, beastmen are everywhere. I mean, I did say I wanted beastmen. The Sunmaker, Great cannon, Hellstorm rocket, mortar. Okay, what do I get for this? Artillery focus. Experience and whatever for artillery. Okay.
I am the Supreme Patriarch. That will work.
I am Prince and Emperor.
How much are these guys costing me? And he's
Thine right is mine.
sitting
The
right on
world
top of Eshin.
will drown in blood. Devourer of light.
I think we can beat him. We have walls and a lot of stuff. I mean, if this place falls, it's not the end of the world, but it'd be nice if it didn't.
Now.
This thing should crush some undead, I think. The undead have so many infantry units most of the time. They do have some big monstrous things. Don't have a ton of armor typically. I may not need these guys, the white knight guys.
So,
I am ready. Are you?
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna need these guys. That's for fighting like Empire, Bretonia, dwarfs, stuff like that. So we can Chaos. They'd be great against Chaos. Just heavily armored factions. Undead. I mean, they have like Graveguard, but they're just not really that well known for heavily armored units. They have like big monstrous regenerating units, but it's just not a lot of armor. So they do have a lot of infantry though, typically. These Panther Knights would be good.
Step to it.
Now, if these guys are going to be my anti-undead squad, which I think is what it's looking like right now, then we don't want as many crossbows. The crossbows are not that great against undead. But we would like more swordsmen because those are great. Maybe a halberdier too. Great swords are really what we need, but we can't buy like all great swords. It'd be way too expensive. Why are they so cheap now? 33, maybe that just looks cheap. Think of what we need. How much longer until we get great swords next turn? I think. Next turn we can get those great swords.
Ready.
I mean, pistoliers like outriders would probably be all right.
I am in ascent.
Maybe I do just go full on greatsword. I mean, that will massacre them. I do have 3,400 to go, and I mean, I've got 50-50 on each of these guys right now.
Let us begin.
So, I mean, I guess I could just chill and just hire 4 greatswords. Just make sure we murder them. I need to do Reiksguard with, now these are cheap too, they're 30% off. Let's go ahead and start that up for Carl, because Carl really wants those Reiksguard. I was going to give him, like some more Panther units, but I think Reiksguard are really what he needs.
Do not waste
I guess
my
we can just chill
potential.
this turn and then just hire a bunch of stuff next turn. Yeah, we're gonna be able to get wizards. Oh, which reminds me, we need to. Since we built the building, we'll go ahead and move this up there. Okay.
You summon me.
So we can get the wizard next turn, and then we just hire like 4 great swords here. He does have the militiamen, right? Yeah. Okay, so we can hire 4 great swords. We're about to get. What are we about to finish? Oh, mercantile fleet. Okay, so 4 great swords. Plus 1 for infantry faction line, okay. 4 great swords, and then this will be done in a couple of turns. Then we can get a Hellstorm rocket battery and a Hellblaster volley gun.
Now.
But what? Okay, we got to get Carl some stuff though. We don't want to waste recruitment turns. Okay, so we're gonna hire swordsman for Carl, I think. So we got a captain we can give to him. I mean, he needs some great swords too, probably. I think 3 normal swordsmen is fine, and then like 3 great swordsmen. Does he need more archers? If we're gonna go sieging with Carl against like Bretonia, like I might use him to go try to challenge Paravon or something. We might need more archers. I feel like I need to use this slot.
What?
There's 2 recruitment left here. Okay, so let's just... Well, we may not have the money to hire all those great swords though. How much do they cost? 1,300 each. We want 4 of them. Yeah, we're gonna have to. Just have to save. Okay, sure. About to get our tag. I don't remember if we looked at.
Yes? Approach us, friend, and make your offer. Who calls? Welcome, my countrymen.
Military alliance. Yeah. Let's do it. Oh, they burned it. Come on, man.
I will.
Why would you not just occupy it? Okay, so we're moving on up. Red Horn tribe, where are these guys? We might have to go bust up some beastmen. Okay.
Let us begin.
Just hate not being efficient and like leaving open slots, but we have to, or we just can't afford what I want to afford. The great swords are the biggest thing against undead because they just throw legions of skeletons and ghouls and just all this like infantry garbage at you. And you just got to be able to carve those up. He's running through to come fight Ostermark here. Oh, I forgot to move him. Dang it, I knew I was gonna forget something. Right, Sadie? Is that right?
at peace, for that is all I ever want.
Defensive alliance. Nah. Because what happens is if I go defensive with him and Leon Kerr attacks him, then that'll force me to betray Leon Kerr or betray him, and that would be bad either way. If you have defensive with two people that might go to war with each other, then it causes problems. Nice. Jesus, they're showing up everywhere. Showering us with followers.
I serve Sigma.
They still don't have whatever the special building is.
I command here.
What do you require? For Sigma! Praise Sigma.
Alright, we're going devastating charge, waiting for
Bring me to
waiting
my
for those
men.
upgrades. Yep, he took Helmgard. Dang, scaling were trying to do me a favor. I just couldn't come down and deal with it fast enough. I mean, as long as I get the public order, it sucks not being able to, you know, complete this province, but at the same time, whatever. I'm not gonna fight Bretonnia.
I am
Okay,
ready.
okay.
Are you?
Huh. I wonder what those guys are
Who
rocking.
calls?
So you have to go... Really? We can just get one chevron?
Yes, that will do.
Do I want to spend all of it on him? On great swords? I mean, this will give me 4 great swords. That's pretty beast. How much? It's like an extra 1,000 gold upkeep right there.
Now.
I can put these guys in there too next turn.
By the comet.
Well, I could go ahead and pimp him out and give him these knights and those great swords.
Do not waste my potential.
I don't have any artillery yet. I could hand this off to Balthasar and then do the quest battle and then hand him back over to Carl. I could like just borrow some of his stuff. I guess I don't need the artillery for that fight probably that much. We can just run in and pound him. Yeah, we'll do that. Slaughterhouse squad here.
The nation calls.
Those, I mean, they're on the expensive side, but they're some of the best like investment. Those things just kill so much. This infantry are just not gonna make it against them.
Darkness comes.
Ever vigilant.
Okay, so if we're going with a lot of them now. Units with lances, greatswords, and halberds. Now, One thing is these guys have hammers, I think.
I am Prince and Emperor.
So they don't benefit from that. But
You summon me.
these guys have lances, I believe. Is it great swords, halberds, and lances? I don't know if that would apply to them though. Now these guys are lance infantry, right? Shot cav. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. It certainly applies to great swords.
The Empire.
That's key.
Summon the
Okay,
Elector
so
Count.
as soon as he finishes this right here, now I could hire.
It is time.
By
Can I
the
hire like
comet.
one more thing? No. And I want to do Reichsguard with Karl.
Now.
Just he gets such nice bonuses for them.
So,
Okay, so we're waiting 2 turns. Let's check out our wizards now. That's a wizard. Okay, so we get him level 6. Oh, we have some for pretty much all disciplines. Oh, we don't have enough gold to hire him. I guess we're waiting anyway, so we don't necessarily need one for this turn. I could just dismiss the light wizard that I have right now. Honestly, I'd be okay with that. Just dismiss him and start over. I mean, what rank is he? He's rank 9, but a freaking piece of garbage. Like, he's so bad. He's so bad. Yeah, let's get rid of that crap. Now we have to decide, like, what do we want then? Well, I think we just figured out next turn, so we don't need him right now. Because we have to wait on the Grey Swords anyway, so we can just figure it out next turn. Okay, so that's a next turn thing.
I command here.
And we're going to get these crazy Karaberg things. Okay, so we have an enemy spotted here. We can go kill him with our Balthasar Baller army. And then we can send Karl down here to recruit some more stuff. And then eventually send him over to deal with the undead.
let us begin.
I still want artillery, but ain't gonna happen. I guess once Karl finishes this, we can come down, hand off some units, and then grab artillery. We can give him this Knights of the White Wolf. That's fine. So I'll give him 3 knights, and then we can give Karl like 3 Reichsguard or something. That'll be good. Okay, cool. So we wait till next turn. Did I already look at this?
The Empire.
Remember,
Welcome, my countrymen. So,
we'll peek at it.
come then. Only 6.
Alright. Got our tech going. Did we move this guy yet?
There is
Okay,
power.
we moved
in
him.
prayer.
Right, chilling. We need to hire an Empire captain with Karl too, but we can do that next turn. Okay. We're about to get to a fight. We're getting all of this straightened away, making sure we're getting our pimp squad here. Where is he going? Matorka. Barakvar is still alive. Necromantic ritual. I'm not sure what that does. Must be a new stance. Does it spread a lot of like necromancy in an area or something? My boys be running him down. But they lost. Huh. Oh, that's not good. Really? They just sent 2 armies at him and lost? I can attack him with my garrison on my turn, if he's weak. Well, I would have to declare war on it, though. And I don't think I want that to happen unless he declares war on me. What do these herds look like?
The Empire.
Oh, like 16 stacks. Look at how like bright this is compared to like the Warhammer 1 map. They definitely spent some time on this. I know I say that like 5 times an episode, but I'm impressed. They're not raiding me, they're raiding somebody else. Gonna come over here and try to exploit Ostland.
I'll take Sigmar's.
Wow, he took almost no casualties. What does this do? Raise dead cost, minus 10%. Characters in own province. +1 recruits and leadership. Huh. That's pretty intense.
The nation calls.
Summon the Elector Counts.
Oh, we can't hire this turn because he has all the recruitment slots.
I command here.
Okay. I guess we can just go ahead and just hand off the units.
Bring me to my men. Moving off.
$18, $19. I guess I could give one more mortar. 18, 19, 20. I know I've handed those mortars back and forth a couple of times. Okay, that'll be 18, 19, 20.
Moving off.
Ready.
And then we can just go ahead and just boot this guy, probably. Alright, so we're gonna do... Sorry, I know it's a lot of exposition. I think next turn we can definitely do the quest battle. For sure. How are we looking on time? Did I set an alarm? Yeah, we still have a little bit. We'll do the quest battle for sure, and then we might get to do the Beastmen. I don't know. I think we decided on life. I can't remember if I talked about this in this campaign or not. That's a pretty good one. Fire is also exceptionally good. So let me just show you, because they did change around a lot of the spells here. So War of Light, I've talked about that. It's trash. I don't think I think I said I was going to talk about the others when we got there, and I'll just kind of refresh myself because they have changed around a lot. As you can see, your starting amount can be much higher of Winds of Magic, but I think the total amount is roughly the same economy-wise. So yeah, Light awful. War of Heavens interesting. So this one gives plus 34 melee attack, plus 36 defense, and plus 20 armor. It's only single target. Even if you overcast it, it's still only single target. You just get a little bit of extra armor, which is not worth the cost. So that's okay. It's like your standard defense, offense buff on a single unit. It's all right. Like, the big stuff that you want to look for are multi-target buffs or debuffs. So multi-target buffs on you or multi-target debuffs on the enemy. So things that can affect a whole bunch of units in a radius. That's really, really good. That's what you want. Also, any really powerful wind spell, because now you can direct them in Warhammer 2, is really nice. Or a stationary vortex spell. You do not want vortexes that move around. Those are from Warhammer 1, mostly. They suck. You want the stuff that stands still, that you can just plant right on an infantry line and just obliterate people. That's probably the best. So Wind Blast, and it's hard to tell just how much damage some of these do. They try to describe it here, but it's cost 10 magic, and it looks like it's pretty weak. It's moderate, but it's weak against armor. The toughest stuff in the game is probably going to be Chaos, which is heavily armored, so this is not that strong. Small strike area. Now this is the kind of thing that historically is strong. It's effect range. That's what you're looking for. So it affects a lot of enemies, gives them minus 24 armor, minus 35 melee attack. Good. That's solid. 12 magic is a lot. Usually you want something, ideally, that's under 10. But that's pretty good. Comet of Cassandora, good magical damage. 15 is extremely expensive. That thing better just completely wipe out an entire unit for that much. And I don't think it does. And then Chain Lightning is random vortex, which is bad. Okay. The other one, and this one is the strongest, I think, in the base Warhammer 2 game, is Fireball. So, this is not that great, just Fireball itself, but if you have a flying ward, like Balthasar is going to be able... Well, this wizard, the wizards for Empire are some of the only wizards I think that can fly, so they can get a flying mount. So when you can get on top like that and fire down, especially on like enemy artillery, that's really helpful for knocking out artillery. So it's not usually that great, but in some circumstances, it can be good. 5 mana, it's alright. It does have really long range, it's 300 range, so that's nice. Cascading Fire Cloak. Now this is, once again, single target buff, offense, defense, but this only costs 6. So it's kind of like Harmonic Convergence. Pretty strong, great to put on a big lord or some kind of monstrous infantry. Good stuff. Especially things that do heavy armor piercing. This would be nice on like some greatswords. But you can't make it multi-target. Now this is what I'm talking about. This is good. 22% weapon damage, imbues magical and fire damage for only 8 mana. Now, it only lasts 18 seconds. It is multi-target. The fact that it imbues magic is really important for certain kinds of units, like wraiths, Cairn wraiths, or hex wraiths, certain types of like tree units, savage orcs, anything that's going to have a lot of physical resistance. This is going to be good. Now I'm trying to remember, does the Empire roster have any magical attacking units? I don't think we really do that much. That's magical. So that might be at a pretty high premium to be able to get magic. And it can be missile damage or weapon damage. I don't know if it affects... I don't think weapon damage affects piercing. No, none of these do magic damage. There might be some regiments of renown that do magic damage, but... Okay, Sigmarite Disciples do. So we could use these guys eventually to do magic. And these guys do as well. Witch Hunter Retinue. Those guys are pretty strong. Okay, so we have some limited units that could do that, but for the most part, that's kind of a weakness of them. Now, Blazing Knights or whatever, they do fire damage, but not magical damage. Okay. So that does make fire look really attractive, because that will help us out tremendously against like Cairn Wraiths and stuff like that. And the 22% weapon damage is pretty good shape. It could also go on missile units. If you update it, you get double time for 50% more cost, so it's okay. Now, this was super strong in the base game. It used to only cost 8, I believe. It's probably the most powerful wind spell in the game. It's very close. Slow moving, massive damage, fairly weak to armor. Also causes leadership, real easy to aim. It's great. This is probably my favorite spell in Warhammer 2. It's one of them. Skaven have a lot of good spells too, but very strong. But now it costs 14, which is really high. It is weak to armor as well. Pretty good strike area, decent. Bombardment spells usually aren't super strong, but it's okay. And then just like random moving vortex, bad. So basically, you have a nice little suite here of cheap spells. This is good in some situations. This is good all the time. Just spam it on cooldown. Only 22-second cooldown, which is great too. This is really good. Only costs 8. This costs 14. Yeah, you could definitely spam these two. And Burning Head will do quite a bit. Now, the passive on fire wizards as well, it gives everybody weakness to fire for like 18 seconds, so anything that does fire damage does extra damage. And so when you cast this, it's not just 22% weapon damage, because I think it's like 15% fire weakness, so it's an extra 15% damage on top of that. It's something like that, because these guys get fire damage in addition to magical damage. So fire magic, really, really good. War of Metal is bad. We've seen that with Balthasar. Don't want to do that. War of Shadows is okay. Like, you have a debuff here for 6 on single enemy. That's okay. I like single target buffs on allies more than I like single target debuffs on enemies, because that allows me to protect like key allies. I mean, I guess you could debuff key enemies, but I don't know. Two sides of the same coin. It's okay. It is spammable. Damage to combatants. Now, I don't know how much damage. In the base game, this didn't do that much. Usually direct damage spells don't do a ton. They get nerfed over time, usually. Doesn't look like they're dying a lot there. This can be multi-target leadership and armor, but 14 is very expensive. This is a ridiculously expensive wind spell that's not worth, at least in the base game. This is very strong. Single target, 44% weapon damage, and for 18, it does imbue magic damage, which is really nice. And it gives 44 for everybody in range. So drop these on some great swords, and they will carve some people up. That's really nice. And then Pit of Shades. This is really, really good, because it's a stationary vortex. This was probably the best vortex in the base game. So basically what it comes down to is this is good. This is like, I don't know, questionable, not amazing. Typically, it's okay. I think everybody gets like slowed down by the passive too, like the casting passive, which is not as great as the fire one, where everyone's vulnerable to fire. So yeah, most of this sucks. Like the two big spells are great, but they're very expensive, so you can't cast them both a lot. And then this is kind of like okay, so very powerful top end spells, but fairly weak other spells. Whereas fire is pretty weak top end spells, but like 4 really good mid level spells. We can't get War of the Wild. We did War of Shadows. War of Beasts is an option. It's okay, so this is a you know, defense offense buff for allies. It's only 4 magic, so that's really good. You can cast it on everybody for 10, which is pretty good. Now our units are already gonna have a lot of armor and great swords and stuff, so having 30 more is, I mean, it's all right. Flock of Doom, super expensive. It used to only cost 5, but it's AoE area of effect, so high chance. It doesn't, even at 5 mana, it was questionable to use it all the time. After this has been nerfed over time. Okay. Magic missiles are not good. They've nerfed those. They're alright in multiplayer if you get a direct shot. But, speed and damage resistance is a weird combo. Accuracy doesn't matter, and that's way too much for one Manticore. It's going to degrade. Now, life magic, this is one that I'm very heavily considering. This is what I don't remember. It's like in the other campaigns, I explained magic early on. In the other iterations of this, when I got like blown out before I took out the Empire secessionists. I don't think I've talked about this in this campaign. Sorry if I have before, but cheat replenishes hit points of everybody by 7. Now this is good on like strong units. This does not resurrect the dead. So it's not the same as like the undead stuff. So you really want this on units that are heavily armored and resilient, but not single target, because like it replenishes. I forgot how much it is. It's like 7 per. It's more than 7 per second, I guess. It's probably like 50 hit points per model. It may not even be that much. Over 7 seconds. It's something like, I think it's something like 50 per model. So if you have a 60 model stack, that'd be like up to 3,000 replenished. Well, that can't be right. 5 per model. If there were 60 in a model, that'd be 300. I don't know. They've changed this around. I'm pretty sure they've nerfed this over time too, but I think it's still pretty strong. I'd have to check it out. So you get double for a little bit less. And whenever you cast something, it heals everything on the map for like 5 seconds or something. So it's not a ton, but it's a little bit. It does add up. And healing is super strong. If you've watched any of my like League of Legends, I play support on that, and I mean healing is just always good because it works with armor instead of against armor. It's the same thing in this. Like damage gets, like spells get reduced by armor a lot of times. That's why fire damage will say weak against armor. But if you're healing somebody, then they have to go through the armor to, like, so if you heal somebody for 100, for example, and they have, you know, 100 armor, then it's going to take them 50% more damage to cut through that 100 that you just healed them. So it's going to take 200 damage to counteract that 100 healing you just gave them. Whereas if you have a damage spell that's going to get reduced by half because of armor, then your 100 damage would only do 50 damage. So healing in many ways is like 4 times as effective as damage, roughly. I don't know how good this is, honestly. It's probably not that great. 8's not much mana, but does it knock people over? Does it disrupt formation? Doesn't knock them over, but it does knock them back. Maybe. Decent single target buff. Now, about this one, it lasts for 44 seconds, so that's definitely noteworthy. .88 seconds if you extend it. So it's not as good as some of the other defensive steroids out there, but it does last for a really long time. Now this is pretty legit. This gives somebody physical resist and heals for 33 seconds. That's going to heal for a long time. And then this is a very expensive, and I haven't seen this, but it says severe damage. I don't see that too often. But really big area stationary vortex. So I think life looks good. Like this is definitely spammable. This is a decent single target. Oh, not that one. That's kind of awkward. This is good. Single target buff. This is good, and this is like, it's kind of on the expensive side, but it seems really strong. So we can either go life, Seems like life, shadows, or fire would be... Just don't know how much this... Now, this would be nice against things like wraiths or whatever because they are weak to magic. Because they don't have very high hit points typically. Does seem pretty good. It's hard to deny fire magic though. I mean, even though they did nerf Burning Head a lot, I still think just cascading Fire Cloak and Flaming Sword of Ruin. Now they may have increased the damage. It does say major. It does have a 60-second cooldown too, which is new, I think. It did not used to have that much. So yeah, they turned that into a big ticket spell. 60, 70 seconds. What are the times on these things? 24. Wow, 40 seconds on that one. I guess they did increase the times a lot on these. Okay, so shadow. Yeah, I don't think beasts. Nah. We'll try them out. Okay, so either life or...
The Empire! The nation calls!
Power reserve. Life will make us vulnerable to magic resistant stuff. Fire is so good, but they did nerf Burning Head. The Vortex is so expensive with life. I'm gonna try it. Wizard. We'll see how much it heals for. If it sucks, we'll try it out in the quest battle. If it sucks, then we'll do something else. Okay, so it's 5 seconds whenever you cast. So it heals everybody on the map. Shield of Thorns. -2 for casting that. That does give everybody up to 44% weapon damage and 44% missile resistance. Now, that would actually be really sweet if I fire artillery into my own people. So that, you know, if I want to like just fire a Hellfire rocket battery or something into my own people, that might actually be kind of nice. I hadn't thought about that, but -3, get Imperial Pegasus. Okay. Definitely Life Bloom, and then how many points? Do we want 3 points just all the way in this? And then just spam Awakening Wood and Earthblood. I don't really need... I mean, yeah, sure. You're really rewarded for going all the way with this. This is so much better than the base game, too, because now you get cost reduction and cooldown reduction. Before, I think you just got cooldown reduction or something. I can't remember. But yeah, this is done much better in Warhammer 2 than Warhammer 1.
I am ready. Are you?
Alright, where'd that wizard go?
I am Prince and Emperor.
Where is he? Oh, here he is.
What brings you here?
Oh, he does boost income. Interesting. Okay. I don't think he has any movement, right?
Feel
Oh, we
life.
can't do it this turn. But
So,
let's go ahead and...
I am the Supreme Patriarch. Jade Wizard.
Alright, we're gonna get rid of this piece of garbage, and then eventually we'll hire another one for Carl when he rolls out. This old dinosaur. Get him out of my sight. Get him out of here.
Diane whispers.
This guy is cool. I like him. He has a huge beard. It's my kind of bro. Alright, so we want Agitator, Edge Wizard, campaign movement. That's fine.
I shall pull them
Okay.
from the earth.
We're not gonna let it happen this turn.
Is it
okay,
time?
so we can't hire anything here, right? Not yet. Okay, we'll just have Carl sit here, whatever. It's fine. Okay, let's see, 2,000 something. So we can wait to hire that other wizard until next turn, or later. Need it right now. And we can see sort of what happens, how this, we can see how much regeneration it offers, and so on and so forth. I think I still want to hire more units here. It's a pretty rad squad here, though. Maybe tinker with the artillery a little bit more, and this would be really good. So we have what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 unit infantry line, 3 artillery, 1 skirmisher, 2 artillery, 1 skirmisher, 3 knights. Seems legit. 4 heroes. Okay. That's... I think we're just gonna wait and hire more with Carl next turn.
The Empire.
Fight that quest battle and that'll be it.
Welcome,
We're probably
my
pretty far over
countrymen.
time, so I
Who
spent a lot of
calls?
time talking about
It is good to see fellow son.
talking about magic. Oh, Arengrad's awesome, if you can get it. Okay, next turn. Yeah, we're pretty far over time, I think. But I will do the 1 quest battle here. Okay, there we go. So we need something to snack on. Oh boy, here we go. Well, we gotta do it. Well, we might go over there and kill some undead then. Let Carl deal with the beastmen in the north. They might be going to mess with Ostlin instead of me. Marienburg's pretty, or not Marienburg, Midland's pretty legit defended. Sadie, what's up? What do you want? Okay. How are we looking on time? Yeah, we're really far over. So it's gonna be a super long episode, but I promise you a good fight, and we're gonna get it here. What do we have? Okay, Vlad backed off of Eshin. This is looking really vampiric in here. I might actually take attrition in that.
By the comet!
Summon the Elector Counts.
Who calls? I call thee, relics of power.
Alright, let's do this quest battle. Oh, you can't do it while you're garrisoning. Alright. How are these beastmen looking over here? I don't think they're going for us. I don't see them.
Never.
I have to come over here and step up to these clowns. We can step barely out and just kind of see how it goes here. This quest battle. Because the longer they're in combat, the stronger they get. Oh, this fire banner gives fire, but not magical. Okay. I wonder, does this give magical? I don't know, whatever. It's not gonna matter for this battle. But his thing that like gives extra AD and like missile resist, I wonder if that makes your attacks magical. Probably not. What's going on, Sadie? What are you doing? Okay.
We search for Gromril ore. These Greenskins have it. Slaughter them and find it for me. And if the dwarfs should think we carry out vengeance for their kin, then let them. I'd rather make allies of the bearded ones than enemies. They hold grudges, and I have not the time or inclination for another enemy. There are greater, more pressing fates at work. Now, bring me the heads of the orcs, for I will have their skulls turned to gold, their eyes pierced with hot lead. They will truly know searing doom.
Huh.
We are Sigmar's heirs! For Heldenhammer!
I don't remember these too much. Oh, I thought it was live. Okay. Something tells me we're gonna get flanked and there's gonna be a lot of greenskins flooding around here.
What do you bid?
I'm not sure where they come from, though. I really don't remember this quest battle from before, but... Seems bad. Let's just go ahead and let's go up here. Let's not fall for their little trap, and then we can just set up here. I think is. What do the cool ones look like? These guys. Okay. Put that normal swordsman up there with all these ballers. He's gonna be like, what? What do these guys look like? Oh, that's cool. And these are the hammer ones.
Our orders.
Okay, so they got their little hammer. That's cool. They have these like, these are like different models. Okay, these guys are axe, so they're not spears or halberds. So they will not benefit from that 10% extra damage. Okay.
Cavalry, ready! For the Emperor! Emperor's might! Crossbowmen!
Just gonna pull everybody up here. Now they might come running out of those woods. I don't know where they come from.
The Empire is yours!
Captain of the Empire! The Empire!
Let's just do 8. Yeah. Okay.
For Heldenhammer!
Ready for war! Yes, sir! Quickly! To battle! Ready!
Is that the edge of the map? Okay, it's the edge of the map.
Go! Sigma calls! Moving now! Moving now! Let us go!
No lingering!
Of course they do. Why wouldn't they?
Weapons at the ready! Captain of the Empire!
That thing have a bonus versus large? I don't remember.
Our orders?
They may have changed around the quest a little bit. I think they said they were gonna do that. Okay, let's go, 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 go. Run, 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 run.
Mortar! Fire!
There's more coming from over there.
Ready to strike! Quickly! Yes, General! Sigma guides us! No lingering! Yes, General! Sir! Obey! For Heldenhammer! Get them! Yes, quickly! Understood! Ready for war! Quicker! Ready to engage! Shoot them! Fire! Outriders! At speed! The Empire endures!
The power of life is
How much is that healing?
Them aside!
I can't tell.
Take aim! Find your targets! Get them!
no! We are Sigmar's heirs!
Quick march! Ready march! Now!
Moving! Change order! Channeling guide! Let the woods awaken!
War! Take position! War! Mortar! Yes, sir! We are Sigmar's heirs! Prepare for combat! Great swords! Take the ground! Moving now! Moving now! Steady, men!
Formation, march! For Heldenhammer!
By Ulrich's wrath! The ground quakes!
Doth adore I invoke thee!
Battle awaits!
Sage wizard! Let the wind of life blow! Let's guide and blow! Power of life! Fight them!
Crossbows ready, General! Loaded, sir!
Sigmar calls!
Swordsmen! At speed! Soldiers of the Empire! For France! In the name of the twin-tailed comet, go! By Galmaraz! General! Taking position!
Battle wizards! I am its vessel! All things must wither!
Go! Moving now! By your command! Formation march!
By Ulrich's wrath! Let the wind of life blow!
Prepare for combat!
Gairen, ride!
Great swords! For the Warhammer! Our steeds are restless! Mortar! Moving now! Attack! Moving fast!
I am life! I am its vessel!
Great swords! Charge! Attack! At speed! Ready for war! Ready for war! Take the ground! To battle! Ready!
Eager!
Take it down!
The power of life is mine!
My orders stand!
My God, Maraz!
Warrior priest!
Power of life!
We are Sigma's heirs! Sigma! To battle! Sigma guides us! We obey!
Channeling!
Dang, that heals a lot. Look at that healing off to the left. Oh my god. Yeah, it's like 200 or 300.
Throw it! Let the woods awaken!
Send us out to battle!
It doesn't replenish certain models that you have.
Great swords! No lingering!
Dang, those things are fast.
Taking that position! We await your orders!
For the Emperor! Attack!
Yeah, I like this guy.
Let's gyre and flow!
Yeah, 'cause that's only 5, and it has like a 12-second cooldown. That was healing for a lot. I mean, let me see how much does it heal on these guys.
Onwards!
I can't even see how much it is. It's 30. 30 per second. Maybe more than that. Maybe 60 per second.
The Empire! All things must wither!
How much on the great swords? It's like roughly 30 per second.
Sage wizard!
For how long? 7 seconds. That's like 210. And that can affect multiple units too. How are these guys tired? They're sort of tired. They are vigor resistant.
For the Warhammer!
Love it, dude. They straight have axes.
Death to the enemy! Our steeds are restless! For the Helden Hammer! Charge!
See, they are full though, like, because their people are dead. So I think that the biggest benefit is on people that have units that are like partially injured. So stuff with a lot of armor and quite a lot of hit points. And everybody on the map benefits a little bit. Gets what, 3 seconds? 3 seconds of healing? I'm not sure if it's as much as this one, but so it could be that much because it's overlapping the passive with the active on this, because it looks like it's ticking twice if you watch it carefully. It's ticking once and it like ticks again. That's pretty good.
Emperor's might!
Dude, they killed so many things. Well, these killed a lot. These, not so much. And these guys did get a lot of rundown kills at the very end. It's gonna be like a 2-hour episode or something. I killed my outriders. I want more of these. Region, Altdorf.
I am ready. Are you?
I have to walk out of the region and then back in. We'll figure it out next episode. I gotta end this, but yeah, these things seem really good. That speed is awesome. And the fact that they have that extra in-combat action is really good. And these guys are frenzied, which is nice, but I don't know. Those stats just didn't convert. We'll definitely keep them around and try them in a couple more fights. Maybe that just wasn't their zone. I mean, these guys did get a lot of kills just running down goblins, you know, at the end. But against more heavily armored people, these will almost certainly be a lot better. So overall, pretty solid, pretty solid. We did lose our Outriders, but at this point in the campaign, it's probably not as important. But yeah, thank you very much for tuning in. Sorry it's a super long episode. We've just about got all of our ducks aligned, everything, you know, lined up here, and we're about to get in there and just start crushing some vampire counts. Chaos is probably going to come at us pretty soon, so that'll be exciting too. But anyways, I'll see you next time. Have a good day.